High-end clients do not appear out of thin air. In fact, high-end clients take so much more work to get to because they're worth it. Low-end clients are a little bit easier to get because they are price shoppers, right? They're just buying on price. Now, even when you get a low-end client, here's what's going to happen is you have to like pull the credit card from their cold hands, right? You have to pry the credit card numbers from them. And then they're less likely to do the work. They're more likely to complain, and they're more likely to ask for refunds. So if you want to transition your business from a low-end client business to a high-end client business, you're going to have to start doing things a little bit differently because high-end clients operate very differently. They are not price buyers. Okay, they are buying on a much higher level. They want to know who you are as a person. They want to know what your brand stands for, and they're going to be watching you for a while from a distance. So you have to be creating content that attracts the high-end customer to your business, and then you have to know how to convert them. I'm going to show you a 4-step process today that I've been using for a long time. It's called the ARCH method, and I'm going to show it to you right now, so stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to BeLive TV. I'm Owen Video, and if you're an entrepreneur, a small business owner, or a CEO, and you want to transition from a low-end business to a high-end business, there is a method for doing that, but you have to follow the method, right? If you're out there just kind of throwing spaghetti against the wall and wearing a fancy suit thinking that you're going to attract high-end businesses, high-end customers are going to see right through that, okay? So you need to have a process, and I'm going to teach you this process that I've been using to grow my business from a videography company where I was literally knocking on doors in San Diego and Orange County, knocking on doors selling video marketing, to a globally recognized training company. And we call this the ARCH method, A-R-C-H, because what you'll see here is it mimics sort of this archery target board. And on this target board, what's happening here is that you've got the bullseye right here. That's your high-end client. That's your high-end. That's what you're trying to get your client to. But all of these areas on the outside, that is where your client exists before they're ready to buy from you. So your goal is to create content that brings them into the bullseye. And we follow a 4-step process that we call first awareness. Then you have research. Then you have the competition phase. And then you have the hot leads phase, where the lead is actually really, really hot and they're ready to buy from you, okay? So let's start with the first method, the awareness method, okay? In the awareness zone, you are creating content that brings the client's attention to you. Now, if you're like most small business owners and entrepreneurs, there's probably like this tension, right? Between low-end clients that are willing to pay you small amounts of money, but they'll give you that money today, right? So it's like, do I want the money today, or do I want to hold out for a bigger deal tomorrow? And as you're just growing your business, it's really, really stressful. So if you're like most small businesses and entrepreneurs, you probably don't have a lot of high-end ticket customers in your network right now. And so you need to go get them. And you do that by creating awareness content. The best way to do this, to get results now, is to use live video. And a process that you can follow is by going onto Facebook and looking for the type of person that you want to do business with. Follow them, be a friend of them, but you don't want to sell them right away. You just want to say, hey, I thought we would connect and I'd love to get to know you more. But then here's what you do is that you'll actually start creating live video content that's based on awareness. Now, awareness content, and we can go to like full screen for this. Awareness content, what is that? Okay, these are like casual live streams designed to just put you in the news feeds and establish you as a live streamer. Some good examples of this are mobile videos that are done from your profile, not necessarily your business page, where you're asking people to comment and to engage with you, and you might even share a personal or a funny story. So as a case in point, when we started growing our business, what I would do is I would go live from the park, or I was walking my dog. And maybe I would just kind of be in the park and I would say, hey guys, I'm in the park, I'm kind of relaxing after work. How many of you guys have dogs? Tell me in the comment. Like, what breed is your dog? Tell me in the comment section. And now I've got all these dog people, but here's the thing. I don't really need to know about their dogs, right? It's kind of cool that I know they're dog people and we can connect on that, but I'm just training them to engage with me, okay? I'm just training them to engage with me, and I'm letting them know that I go live. And then I might say something like, you know, in my business, we really want to focus on people that want to make a difference, that want to make a splash in the world. What difference do you want to make in the world? And now you're getting more comments from people in this casual live stream. You're getting more comments from people who are identifying themselves. And they're saying, yeah, I want to change the world. I want to help poverty. I want to help the homeless, and whatever the case might be. And you're getting these people that you've targeted, and now they're raising their hand and they're saying, I have a global purpose. And now you have some sort of material that you can start creating content around and reaching out to them and showing them that you can support their purpose. Okay, so awareness content is really just to get on the radar and to let people know what you do. It's very important that even in these casual live streams, it's very important that you tell them what you do. You might want to say, hey guys, that's all for today. Remember, I have this great YouTube live stream intensive that you can get a hold of. Let me know if that's something you want to do. And you're just dropping it out there, but you're not trying to get sales. Okay, that's key. You're not trying to get sales. You're just getting on the radar so that these people know what you do. Okay, so that brings us to the next phase. The next phase is research. And you see, research now, they're aware of you, so they're out of the black area and now they're into the blue area over here. Now the research phase, this is when your customer is researching different solutions to their problem, right? So if you're a business coach, for example, or a fitness coach, your customer, your high-end customer might be looking at the keto diet, but they also might be looking at personal training, and they're not sure which solution will best fit them. So in the research phase, you have to be creating content that positions your solution as the best solution for that particular high-end client. Okay, so with research content, this is gonna be more like your how-to content. You're gonna talk about like how to lose weight effectively, right? How to, best remodel your house, and you're gonna start to kill your competition. You're gonna say, oh, anyone who says XYZ is bad, you wanna avoid that. And you could even say something like, hey, if you wanna lose weight and you're thinking about a keto diet, like you're not the right person for me, right? The keto diet is stupid, easy way to just sell books, right? And I don't know if you believe that, I don't think I even believe that, but you get where I'm going, right? This is your chance to kill your competition in the research phase, because now this high-end client who's aware of you, now you got to like filter them into your model. So, your research content should be something like how to hire a videographer, how to find the perfect house, or how to outsource your business, whatever content best represents your business. But you might also want to do versus content here, right? It's like you could do a live stream that's like, a videographer versus do-it-yourself video if you're selling courses or something like that, okay? So your research content helps to establish that your solution is better than the other person's solution. And this is different than the third level, okay? So in the third level, the customer is aware of you. They have decided that your solution is the right solution for them, and now they're in the competition phase. And in the competition phase, this is where they're examining your business versus your competitor's business. So it's different than research, because research, they're not sure like what solution they want. Now they know what solution they want, and they're picking which person they want to hire. So in the competition phase, you need to be creating superiority content. Superiority content is brand building content that shows off your unique skills and superiority in your field. This is where you want to start like tapping into, some of your brand specific content. And you might even feel a little bit like, oh, I don't want to let that cat out of the bag. I don't want to share with people too much, what that content really is. But I would urge you to do that. Show them a little sliver, right? Like the sizzle, not the steak. For example, you may have seen me on my channel. I'll do content about the great video formula, right? This is how to structure a video to make sales. And it's a great formula. We teach it in depth in our training, but on publicly, we just kind of let you know it's there, right? And that's what you're doing. You're just letting them know that you have systems, that you have processes, and you want them to fall in love with it. Our good friend Molly Mahoney has the quesadilla of awesome, right? Which is one of her branded sort of elements. And she creates content like this to show that she's the best. And then you could also be doing case studies and testimonials. This is really powerful. And this is why you should get a free trial of BeLive, is because with BeLive, you can actually interview your guests. You can have your old customers come on, or your current customers come on, And you can do a client showcase, and you can say, hey, today we're talking about how to make $1 million with my product or service. And you interview your client. You ask like 4 questions, right? Like, why did you hire me? What was the big need that you had? Why did you use me instead of somebody else? And what was the big result that you got from our company? And you actually have a client on a live stream video talking to your people. Now, when you do that, not only do you have the live audience there watching, but you also have a replay that you can send out in your email. Okay, and competition content is great for email marketing. It really is, because the customer by that point is probably already opted in, or they're close to opting in on your content. So you've got a lot of them in your email list or in your chatbot list already, and you can use this type of content to attract them. And the same is true on YouTube Live. The same is absolutely true on YouTube Live. And there's some advantages to YouTube Live versus Facebook Live, and I might get into those some days. In fact, if you'd like to see a video on Facebook Live versus YouTube Live, tell me in the comment section below, and if enough of you want to see that, then we'll make content on that, okay? So you've got your customers that are, they're now aware of you, they want your solution, and they now know what you offer, and now that is when they are hot leads, and they're in the bullseye. And when it comes to hot leads, now you need to be creating content designed to convert them to a sale, okay? How do you do that? Well, I think it's really, really simple. First of all, with hot lead content, your goal is conversion. So you want to be converting them. This is now where you ask them for your business, okay? So what I would suggest is that you do live stream webinars or offer posts that show the viewers the value you provide to them. In other words, you're showing them the offer, okay? You're gonna get the least amount of traffic on these videos. These are the least amount of traffic. Why? Because it's the smallest amount of people, right? It's the smallest amount of people in your whole list. So you might only get a small amount of people watching this video, but they're all very qualified. And so you make an offer to them in these videos, and webinars are a great way to do that. But you could also ask them to step out and to call you or to schedule a call with you in a Facebook post. Right? Just make a Facebook post that says, hey, if you're ready to do XYZ and you want to hear about my 4-step process for doing it, just type yes in the comment section below and reach out personally to everyone that says yes. Okay? So the hot leads type of content, these are webinars and posts that are representing your offer and asking your viewers to buy from you. Okay? And that's the whole process. That is the arch, right? Where you're coming into, you've got your awareness content. This is a very well-rounded content plan. So before you make content, you should know, are you making ARCH content, right? Most of you, what you're doing is you're making hot lead content. You're doing content designed for hot leads when your people are in the R phase. Most of your people are in the R phase. And you're gonna have people in all sort of areas, right? You might have like 70% of your people here, 20% of your people here, 5% of them here, and 1% of them here, something like that, So you need to be making sort of well-rounded approach to your videos instead of just, oh, I'm gonna do this video today, which I know is what you're doing, right? And you're probably doing the same with your LinkedIn posts and your blog posts. You're going, oh, I'll just do this today, right? You need to say, okay, I did last week's video, did well, it was awareness content. Today I'm gonna do some research content, right? And really like put my solution in the forefront of their minds and get a conversation going around that, right? So know where your content is and know what content you're doing next, because you wanna have a well-balanced diet of content. And B.Live is a great software to use for live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. You can interview guests, you can pop up lower thirds, you can screen share, you can share YouTube videos, you can do webinars with it. It's really a phenomenal software, and I highly suggest that you get a free trial at B.Live/Owen. You can also watch this video here. In this video here, I'm gonna go further into a Facebook Live strategy and how you can be using Facebook Live to grow your business so that you stay on top of your game. Click on the video, go watch it now. I'm Owen Video, and I'll see you there.